This episode of Boruto was very enjoyable. I like how savage Kakashi can be at times, man. He has Boruto pinned down to the floor, just telling him all the facts, and like these are brutal facts, okay? He's telling Boruto that although he has the skill, although he has the potential, at the end of the day, all of that is null and void if you don't have the resolve. All right. Now Boruto does something interesting, okay? He asks Kakashi, "What do you know about me?" Basically assuming that he doesn't know jack shit. But then Kakashi does this slick thing. I like what Kakashi did, by the way. He does this slick thing with his hand where he basically has Boruto realize that he's the photographer that was on like 2 episodes back that was interviewing everybody at the Ninja Academy and asking them what they wanted to do in the future. I like how they did that. That was pretty fucking cool, alright? And essentially, it only added to how savage Kakashi was, because by the time that Boruto got out of Kakashi's hold, he pretty much had Boruto beat down mentally. And I like the way they did that, okay? So the way Boruto gets saved from Kakashi is Mitsuki and Iwabe kind of come in, they have a diversion really quickly, and then take Boruto with them. Mitsuki takes a beating from Kakashi, not like a real beating. He takes a few hits, but it was bad enough to where he got injured. You know, he was a little bit incapacitated for a little bit. I like what they did in this episode with the side characters, okay? Before we get there, though, I want to talk about what ends up happening with Boruto, because Boruto really believes that now it's his fault because of the class not passing. It's on Boruto's shoulder, okay? He's saying that, okay, what Kakashi's saying is probably true. Then Iwabe and Denki kind of bring him down from that mentality and tell him, listen, if it wasn't for you, I would have been held back another year and I would have been sulking over it. And then Denki says, if it wasn't for you, Boruto, I wouldn't even be at the Ninja Academy. So essentially, everybody looks up to Boruto, and he kind of realizes this, and he realizes they need to work together. Now, when they realize they need to work together, they have a few of the classmates that got held hostage by the senseis, and essentially the whole thing is, if they go rescue them, they automatically pass. If they abandon them, they fail, okay? So with that being said, you guys know what they're gonna do. They're not gonna abandon them, right? Because come on, man, friendship is magic. And that's just a joke. That's just a joke. I'm not saying that the whole show is about friendship and all that good stuff. I'm just saying that it was the obvious thing that they were gonna do, right? So they actually go and save these other students that are being held hostage, and they actually they use this opportunity to showcase some of the side characters, like the cat girl, Wasabi. That was pretty cool what they did with her. First of all, we actually saw her healing Boruto. Like she was doing like the whole healing jutsu, and from what she said, people tell her she's not cut out for it. So I'm assuming that that's kind of like a little hint that she's gonna end up being like one of those medical ninja. But regardless, if that wasn't enough, okay, when they go rescue the other students, they have Wasabi turn into a cat almost. Like she has the scroll that she opens up. She gets like a cat tail, cat claws, and cat ears, and that was so dope. I don't know why I found that transformation so cool, but literally she was the only one that just had that, you know what I'm saying? Like everybody else just went in with their jutsu and that was it, but she like had this scroll and transformed. I don't know, I found that kind of cool. They did show some love for Wasabi, and I don't know why her name is Wasabi. That sounds like something you put on sushi, my boy. Now, for the other girl, I forgot her name. She's friends with Wasabi. She has like a canary cry. And that was so cool, man. Like, they actually showcase some of these side characters in a good way, in my opinion. Like, I now care a little more about Wasabi and her friend, even though I don't know her name because I really didn't bother to search it. I care about them more now because these are characters that have the potential to be shinobi, and they, you know, at the end of the day, they pass and become shinobi. Now they go to Kakashi because they beat Konohamaru, they beat Anko, they beat Shino like in the beginning of the exam. So essentially, we have this, we have the situation where only Kakashi is remaining, and then everybody works together to fight Kakashi. Now, what ends up happening is everybody but Boruto does a ceiling jutsu that basically doesn't let Kakashi move. While they have Kakashi on that ceiling jutsu, a lot of them are kind of proclaiming why they want to be shinobi, and it's pretty cool. It's almost like going back to the beginning of the episode where Kakashi was telling Boruto that, you know, there's just no motivation, there's no resolve, and in a way, at the end of the episode, that's what they were doing. They were showing their resolve to become shinobi, and Kakashi saw that. And even though they didn't get the bell by the end of the episode, Kakashi still passed them because he saw that they worked together, that they don't abandon their teammates, and he even went about it that way. He actually even went out of his way to basically, you know, quote the Obito quote. You guys remember that, you know, if you break the rules, you're scum, but if you abandon your friends, you're worse than scum. He did that same thing. Overall, I did like what Kakashi did. Even though he was taking it easy, he was still at the same time being a savage to Boruto. And it's kind of like tough love when you think about it. It's tough love because obviously we know that at the end of the day, in the future, something crazy is going to happen. So Boruto needs to have the mentality of a shinobi to be able to even work as a shinobi, right? Overall, the episode was dope. I liked the little bit of love they gave to the side characters. I liked the progression they had in the story. And these are the kind of things that I enjoy from Boruto, you know? I enjoy the sense of progression, and they didn't even try to drag out this exam. They really didn't. They went about it pretty easily. It's been 2 or 3 episodes, and we're already at the end of the exam. Next episode is gonna be picking out the 3-man cell. We already know who's gonna end up with who. Alright, so it's not really like a big secret or anything. But at the same time, there's like another thing going on in the preview where I guess Team Boruto is fighting Mirai for some reason. I don't know if that's kind of part of the whole exam in a way, like they're trying to pick out the 3-man cells. Maybe they want to see how compatible they are with each other. I don't know. We'll find out in the next week's episode. Let me know what you guys thought of the episode. I really enjoyed it. I really did. It's just a shame that maybe we're not going to see much more of Kakashi until later down the line, but hey man, that purple lightning was dope as hell. I like the fact that he did that. Anyways guys, I'm out. Peace.